What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Third video of the day, and the fears have been proven to be correct in terms of losing one of the big five. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare, and I saw the news broke, and I just went like in the sofa. I just went, oh no. That was my genuine reaction. I went, oh my god. I felt weak. I literally felt weak when I saw the news. I don't know, Brian. I don't even think I'm ready to laugh or cry. I'm in a state of disbelief. I can't actually believe what I've read. Listen, people. Yeah. Just so I get the housekeeping out of the way. Thanks to Karen Curtin for the super thanks on the last video. Oh God. Nate's asking what. I'll put it up, Nate. Mike McGrath first broke it in that Bournemouth have bid for Leeds forward Lewis Sinisterra in a loan deal. Leeds have reintegrated him into the first team squad after training on his own and clearly wanted him to stay. And then Fabrizio confirmed it, man. And it's got a here we go. And I honestly, I feel physically sick. I feel like John Coleman. I feel physically sick right now. Oh, this one stings. Not gonna lie to you, people. This one absolutely stings. You've seen me on loads of these other ones, even Tyler Adams, where it's been okay, cool, let's move on. This one hurts, man. This one stings in terms of what we were capable of doing this season. The X factor is gone. Nate saying just a bid. No, it's an agreement. It's an agreement, Nate. It's right here. Look, read. Bournemouth reached verbal agreement to sign Lewis Sinisterra from Leeds United. Here we go. And when it's got the here we go, people, it's over. It's absolutely over. I hear you, Jake. Deal being finalized between clubs as players already accepted. Understand it's a loan move for the winger set to travel for medical. And this is what I mean. I mean, earlier there was a report earlier of someone taking a picture of Sinister as he was leaving training. And I don't know whether people are naive or just maybe want to believe what they want to believe, but he obviously said to the group of Leeds fans outside the training ground, I'm staying. What did you think he was going to say at that point? Did you think he was saying, oh, actually, nah, lads, I'm off to Bournemouth, but good luck for the season, and have his car totaled or any other bodily harm? Do you think he was going to say that? Sometimes, people, please be sensible. But this, how has it been a loan? This is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. I can almost accept that he was going to leave because and let's be clear thinking here. He's not a championship player. He deserves to be in a higher league. But how did we get to a loan, people? How did this happen? Joe saying don't defend him for lying. It's not a lie, Joe. It's being smart. I mean, what are you talking about? If you're a single person there and you've got a group of Leeds fans, and let's face it, we know how Leeds fans can be. Would you say, actually, nah, mate, I'm off to Bournemouth now, but have a good one, lads? Get real. Seriously. You know what, man? Get out of here. I'm not here for those foolishness today. Yeah, Gavin, on about JV. I mean, listen, we'll talk about that in a bit. I mean, that's small potatoes compared to this. Yes, Smiler, why big money is one thing, but a loan is stupid. What has happened that it's got to a point where we've agreed to send him out on loan or agreed to loan him out? I don't get it. And listen, usually I have an answer, I have a solution to the problem. I don't understand how it's got this way. How have we gone from we're hoping to keep these players, it's going to be big money to get them out, to a loan to Bournemouth? I don't get it. Yeah, Matt, I expected to lose him, KG, but I thought 30 million plus, probably to a team who qualify for Europe, hurts this one. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, I mean, just out of interest, people great. No offense to the reporter that people keep mentioning there, but he's a guest merchant. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any inside scoop. He plays to the gallery as well. So yeah. no, listen, Bournemouth. I can't hate on it, man. I can't hate on Bournemouth for the ambition. I've said many times on here, Bill Foley's an ambitious guy. He knows what he's doing. They like to sign a certain type of player. They kind of sign the players that I like to watch, in all fairness. I just don't get it from our part. It could have been Bournemouth here. It could have been Crystal Palace. It could have been Everton, whoever there. It doesn't matter to me the club he's going to. It's the fact that we've agreed a loan deal. I just don't get it. Dave here say maybe his contract was originally, which was originally a conversation with Lloyds, has agreed he can go on loan. No idea, Dave. No idea. But we got the message that we was back. Remember, Dave and everyone else, we're in the driving seat. Remember that? Remember those conversations? We're in the driving seats for these kind of deals. This doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like it, man. Uh, whoa. Jamie saying window from an 8 to a 6 now, devastating. Yeah, listen, we'll go into ratings when we do the transfer roundup, and like I say, everything will be put into the pot, absolutely everything, because this hasn't been any kind of regular window. First of all, we've been relegated, which obviously starts you off on the back foot, but then with the loan clauses and everything else, yeah, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. Yeah, Gordon saying Farker must be gutted. He's just said that he's in my squad for the season. Fingers crossed. Then this, yeah, I mean, he didn't guarantee. We got to say that Farker didn't 100% guarantee. He says, "I hope to keep all of them," but oh man, if this is a loan, people, honestly, let me just check again. I'm not checking that report. I'm going to check other ones because Mike McGrath and Fabrizio Morano trump the other guy that you keep talking about. People, I'm sorry about that, but it's true. Um, okay, Phil. Okay, Phil Hay has added to it. So let me just go onto his just for a further update. And even Phil, and Phil's my guy, and you know, Phil, I've even spoken to Phil about this. Even he doesn't get all the scoop straight away anymore. Because at one time, I always say it about Phil. One time, Phil would say that we were signing a player 2 weeks in advance and they'd be here, but it just doesn't work like that anymore. Um, Okay, so here we are. Phil follows up people. Loan offering for Louis Sinisterra from Bournemouth per Mike McGrath. Not the only club interested, but Bournemouth pushing for him. No deal in place with Bournemouth at this stage, but next few hours will be telling. Leeds were very keen to keep Sinisterra, but he sees himself at a high level and has been discussed several times. There's a wrangle over his contract. So maybe it is Dave. Maybe it is a contractual thing where him and his agent or lawyer believe that they can um, get a loan move out of here. Maybe that's got to be it because there's no way he should be allowed to leave on loan. No chance. Uh, Vega saying I don't trust Fab at all. He's an agent parrot. I mean, you can say the thing is Vega. The thing is, he is an agent parrot, but that makes him the most credible. He doesn't get the amount of business and the amount of stuff right that he gets because he's a guest merchant. It doesn't work like that. And I saw with a signing today, Cole Palmer. He was the first one to break it. His agent follows Fabrizio, and so does Cole Palmer. He gets the info straight from the sources. He doesn't need to go here, there, and everywhere. He gets it from players themselves. So, I mean, as much as people might dislike him because he's blown up and he's become so popular, there's a reason why he's in such demand. Nate just saying, I thought we hit our loan limit. No, that's international loans. Nate, we can't loan anyone else internationally. Those slots are filled up. It's got nothing to do with domestic loans. So we can loan out domestically as we see fit. But internationally, so if Luis Sinisterra, if Dortmund came in for Sinisterra on loan, they couldn't do that deal because we are at our international limit. David here saying, Fudge, nicely done, David. So annoyed if this is a loan. Sell fair enough, but not a loan. No fallback either. Window ruined. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. This is why I'm not gonna do the transfer rating video until I'm gonna give it a couple days because I want to give it some thought. But I'm gonna try not to make it ruin it completely because there's been good done, especially in trying circumstances. But Lord have mercy, a loan for Luis Sinisterra is that is a dagger, as people said earlier. Absolutely. Famous E, yeah, Bournemouth feel like 11-12 Norwich. Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? And I don't hate it. The football fan in me rates the moves that they're making, but I just hate that it's at our expense again. Like Bill Foley must just be looking. There's a few of them actually. Sheffield United too. They must be looking at what Leeds are trying to do and go, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that instead. You know, we. But that's the risk that happens when you get relegated. You're at the mercy of Premier League teams, and we're finding that out right now. Yeah, it's criminal. Yeah, yeah. JP Bournemouth, leave us alone, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, people. This is gutting, man. Absolutely gutting for a loan. If it had said, you know what, it would have probably been easier if it said 35 to 40 million or something like that. It would have probably been a little bit easier to digest. But this doesn't feel right, man. This doesn't feel right. Let me just see if there's any further updates. Um, No, nothing else so far. That is the latest update. But Lord have mercy. Oh, Guy Fawkes, KG, what would you do if Nanto also left? Well, then this is a whole different conversation. Whole different conversation. If we lose two out of the Fab Five, do I include Dan James in this as well? Shall I make it a Fab Six, or is Dan James not? He's not probably not worthy to be in the conversation, is he? But no, no, no. Anyway, oh Lord, people, what are we saying? I'm sorry to bring this kind of news. I don't want to go live for news like this. I really don't. I want it today to be us like strengthening, plugging in gaps in the squad. But then when you get those rumblings late last night that Sinisterra has a pivotal 24 hours, Willie Nanto, Everton still buzzing around, it's like, oh Lord. And this being Leeds United, of course, being the kicker, you've got to think, Lord have mercy, what are we in for on this transfer deadline day? Lee saying he's got a funny feeling about Sinisterra and Nanto both leaving. Is anyone else feeling like that? People, let me know. Let me know. H here saying seems bad business sense. It weakens our chances for promotion, and we get no money to reinvest. Yeah, like somebody said earlier, and like Phil is alluding to here, if there is something in his contract that allows him to leave on loan, we are at the mercy of that yet again. It's just that the reason why it's so gutting is because I thought that this was over. I thought that the whole loan agreement, the loan clauses had expired. We was done with that. It was a new chapter now. If this is the one that bites us on the bottom on the last day, it's wounding people. It's wounding. That's what I'm saying, Darren. That's what I thought as well, and that's why it just cuts a little deeper. Paul saying here, on the other hand, KG will get him back if promoted. Well, I'm sorry, but as much as I love Sinisterra, if he goes on the path of the other people that have gone out on loan, I don't want him back either. And that's not being short-sighted. That's okay. We've had this scenario where we've gone down to the championship. You guys have got your moves out of the championship, and you're more than entitled to do it. But if we then come back up to the Prem, and maybe it hasn't worked out for you too well at the club that you went to, and you want to come back here, no chance. No, I think it's best that once they go out on loan, everybody has a clean break from next summer. Absolutely everybody gets a clean break. I'm just not interested in it. I'm just not. I mean, other people may have a different opinion, and that is cool. But I just feel like once you've dipped out, you don't deserve to then get the fruits of the labor that other people have worked so hard for, and that would be promotion, just for you to come back and swannily come back into the team. I don't like that, people. I don't like it at all. Ash is saying nothing on Sky Sports yet. Ash, um, I don't want to be horrible. And listen, I got a couple friends at Sky Sports, but like back in the day when before social media was so hot, you used to think Sky Sports were at the edge of everything. They're very late to everything, Ash. So your best bet is to look online, look for the credible reporters. They will give you the information way before Sky Sports get in on it. Promise you. Uh PSF saying Farker was confident, so am I. Farker must know something we don't. I hope so, PSF. Jamie saying, just do a Swansea and don't pick up the phone. It sounds like we already did pick up the phone, though, Jamie. According to Mike, according to Fabrizio, it's already been agreed. It's already been agreed, and it's basically now down to the next few hours. LB Northants White saying, spot on Cage, coming back for me either, mate. Yeah, it's not that you wouldn't welcome him back as in like what a player Sinister would be for the Prem. It's the circumstances behind it. You can't welcome players back when they dipped out on the hard work and then expect to come back once you're back in the Prem. It it leaves a funny taste in my mouth. So I can only imagine what it would do for the other players in the room that are left over. I don't think it would sit well with the players either. But that's just me. That's just me. It's the same rule for him, same rule for Llorente, Aronson, whoever. They're all in the same boat for me. Yep, Ali T said about this one. Yep. And Paul saying no such thing as loyalty though, KG. Look, Paul, I say that all the time. I absolutely say that all the time. I'm the one that has to tell people not to get attached to players, but it's because of things like this. I even saw a tweet earlier, and listen, this is nothing against him, but he was talking about how Sinisterra hasn't done anything publicly and everything else like that. There seems to be this thing where if you don't try for a move publicly, that it makes it any better than doing it behind the scenes. For me, it's the same thing, publicly or behind the scenes. Like the Jack Harrison thing, where people are saying he didn't try and make a move publicly. Okay, but he did everything he could to move behind the scenes. It's almost like saying, as long as my partner cheats behind my back and it doesn't get out publicly, I'm okay with it. It's the same kind of thing, people. Just because it doesn't get out publicly for whatever reason, doesn't mean that the moves behind the scenes aren't as slimy as well. Yeah, Ian. Yeah, if you can't accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Yeah, and listen, I'm bloody key to that over the past couple of weeks with the way my voice has been going in and out. So shout out to everyone who's persevered. um, but again, and let me just make it clear: I don't begrudge people moving on to where they should be. Like I say, Sinisterra should be in the Prem. I just don't want them back. I want a clean break, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's more players out there that you can get, especially once you go back to the Prem. It's not just, oh God, I hope we get Sinisterra back from his loan. No, let's go and get somebody else who wants to play for us in the Premier League, have a fresh start, and it's as simple as that for me. Russ saying, don't think my ticket can take much more. Is a Sinisterra the latest bang or agent rubbish? No, it doesn't seem to be agent rubbish, people. No, no. Uh, Nicholas, need to revise score predictions. Oh my days. Yeah, Max, there's no justification for a loan deal fuming. And this is where I go to the whole I like how the 49ers are keeping quiet while everything's going on. But I do think that once the transfer window shuts, whether it's Angus on the square ball, I mean, listen, he already told a couple lies in that statement he put out a couple weeks ago. So I don't know how much I believe him. But whether Parag comes out on the official Leeds United channel, I think that they do need to explain some of these things that have happened over this very bizarre transfer window, because I don't want them to come out every time we lose a game or if we lose four in a row. That's not what I want from the owners. But some things like this in particular, I do feel that it wouldn't hurt them to come out and just explain to fans why this has happened at this stage, why this has happened, why couldn't we get a fee or whatever it may be. Just because it doesn't belong at Daniel Farker's doorstep for him to answer these, and he can't answer them. So I do think that it would behoove the owners to come out once this window's done, have another interview on the official channel, and just let fans know exactly what these hills and valleys have been all about this summer. That's all I would say. Famous E saying can't see us signing anyone else to be honest. Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I heard last night we were in for another three players. I don't know if anyone else heard that or read that, but um I would hope that we are still signing somebody else. Like I say, we did the press conference earlier today, and Daniel Farker talk about his fullback options. He's very happy. I just hope that's a smokescreen and that we get in a left back at the last minute. Somebody was leaving a comment saying that can't even remember. Let me try and paraphrase it. If he believes in Byram and Firpo, maybe he sees something in Firpo, etc. But that's just not the point. I made my full points in the early video. I'm not going to go over it again. But you don't just get a left back for the sake of it. I fully agree with that. But there's plenty of left backs that could fit Daniel Farke's system. It's not hard. Why do we make signing left back so hard? I don't get it. I don't get it. Is Paint still definitely going to Burnley? That's the last I heard. Oh, and by the way, you know what? Let me heads all over the place, people. Let me just show something here. My head is all over the gaff, people. So just bear with me here. I'm just going to show because I know some people wanted him on a free. So let me just show this because this happened yesterday, completely bypassed me. But I know some people were after Hanno Masengo on a free. He joined Burnley yesterday. I don't know if everyone else caught up with that one, but I just thought I'd update people because he's a name that comes up quite frequently as a midfielder. And plus, we've got all our midfielders that we need in that central area. But I thought I'd just let you guys know in regards to Hanno Masengo. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Oh, you know what? You know what it is, Alan. Bournemouth, something's sake. Hope they go down with him and Adams. I completely forgot Tyler Adams went there. Honestly, I know Tyler Adams left. Don't get me wrong. I just forgot he went to Bournemouth as well. I was more thinking about the whole Max Aaron's deal. Wow, Bournemouth have really got it in for us, hasn't it? Lord have mercy. How could I forget? Really and truly, how could I forget? Um, yeah, Russ. Obviously, Farker ain't going to say Sinisterra is going, but if he is, I reckon we'll have something lined up. Yeah, we better. We better, man. We better. Um, Let me just see if there's any other news before I end this update, man. This has been 20 minutes of pure pain. Not gonna lie, this has been 20 minutes of pure pain. We need some good news today, people, because this stinks. Absolutely stinks. Um, Let me just see anything. Pierre Hoiberg. Not for us, not yes. I'm just saying Pierre Hoiberg out loud. Don't not for us people. Um, no, still nothing. That is the latest update. That is the latest update. Michael here. KG, do you think we need a keeper? That goes into my transfer rating, Michael. I'll leave that one until we do the whole rating overall. Ashia, maybe Bamba Dieng. Oh my lord. Oh lord. Captain Elwood, it was bad enough losing him but for a loan. What a sick joke this is. It feels surreal. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It feels surreal to me. And I always say that in football, always expect the unexpected. But I just thought this loan thing was done. But I guess we'll see over the next few hours, people. Keep it locked here, please. Put your notification bell on. Like the video, please, if you will. Does me a big favor, especially with all the content being pumped out right now. Right, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully we got some good news because this wasn't it. Peace out, people. See you in the next one.